That was unexpected.
It got me so good when that aired.
Yeah, I really thought they just killed Charlie like that.
When that aired, I was bawling. I was like, no.
Jin just comes along with anything. He's a happy-go-lucky guy.
Do I sense a little jealousy from Kate? This is why Kristen doesn't like Sawyer, or doesn't like Kate.
Jealousy is...
Get off my man!
It's not Penny.
It's not Penny, but she sure knows him.
I mean, unless Penny got a tan.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tribe of Nerds. Kevin, Michael, Kristen, and I are back for Lost Season 3, Episode 17, Catch-22. And before we get into it, a couple things. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Those are important. No spoilers, as Michael is hand motioning. And also, of course, happy birthday to Kevin. Yeah, congratulations. You had no John Locke in this episode.
Oh my gosh, it was such a nice birthday gift that I didn't even notice his name in the credits. He's not here. There's nothing. I can't. It's also a birthday gift to you, Michael, because I can't make him my favorite character or my least favorite character of the episode because he's not here. So well, I'm gonna like give forward all of the love and positivity I've gotten today, and I'm gonna not make my least favorite character in the show my least favorite character in this episode.
Well, you're still my least favorite character. You are. But just everyone in the comments wish Kevin a happy 50th birthday. It's a big day for him. We're very excited for him.
It's a milestone.
Half a century is a big milestone.
It's a milestone.
Listen, if I still look this good at 50, I'll be very happy with myself.
You're nearly there.
I am 80% there.
True.
Oh my god.
Well, let's get into Catch-22, an episode all about Desmond, and yeah, what an interesting episode.
This episode's crazy. I can't wait to get into it, but I have fun facts first. So we have the numbers that were mentioned a couple times. We have that they had packed 108 cases of wine. Yes, and on Ruth, the ex-fiance's house number is 234, so 23 and 4. So that was not said, but there. I have a couple like fun, like not so fun, and I know Michael's going to talk about one, the Scottish accent that poor Ruth tried so hard on.
I wasn't even sure if she was. I didn't know if she was meant to be Irish or Scottish. I didn't know what she was meant to be. I was never sure.
She was supposed to be Scottish, and it's a very terrible.
Yeah, I thought it was more Irish than Scottish, but it makes sense for her to be Scottish. Yeah,
she tried. Like A for effort. This is also just a tidbit for Ruth. You see her wearing a cross necklace, and she has a crucifix behind her on the wall. Most of Europe is Catholic, so it was very interesting for them to like put the whole Christianity behind it. So, I mean, not saying that there aren't Christians in Europe, but predominantly if you're trying to keep with, like, we've talked about this before with, the posters that had honor spelled wrong and things like that, you would have typically had more of a Catholic situation going on for her in her house. But that's just not even somewhat important. What, Michael, were you going to say something?
I mean, I don't know the difference between Christian and Catholic, to be honest. I thought that was the same thing.
Well, so Catholics are Christian, but there are some denominations of Christianity that express their Christianity more or less. So
and the Catholics more focus on like the Mother Mary and things like that. So like it's not the Christianity really focuses on Jesus versus like Catholics that are Mother Mary and like the popes and all those things. But that one's like just like a whatever. Another fun fact: there is no vineyards in Scotland because it's too cold.
Oh.
Fine, sure. Massive thing that this monastery has going on, and it's definitely not possible.
It's the south of Scotland.
It's still not possible.
That is still very cool. Let me tell you. I'm slightly further down than Scotland, and it is fucking cold here. So Scotland is way worse.
I mean, especially for the grape used in that the Sauvignon Blanc of the wine, that it's just not. There's no possibility whatsoever that this was happening here. But hey, again, A for effort loss. We love it. my favorite thing ever, and no one noticed it. I don't blame Jake for not noticing it because he hasn't seen it, but Charlie is wearing the White Tree of Gondor shirt, and he, of course, played Merry in Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
He was wearing the White Tree of Gondor t-shirt in this episode.
Oh.
I have never noticed that.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing. I'm like, yeah.
You said it, and I still don't know what that means, so...
Okay. Like, can you
That
please go see an amazing movie that is Lord of the Rings?
I tried.
I will back you up, Chris, and that is actually amazing. That has blown my mind. That is so cool. I love that.
I tried.
Watch Lord of the Rings. It's amazing.
I know.
I love Charlie. I want to love Lord of the Rings.
That's gonna be our next watch. It's gonna be our next watch with Jake. It's like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. What are we doing? We're gonna
Game of Thrones is great. Lord of the Rings was like...
I never got into it, so I know certain things, but
right, we have to, like, Michael and I will be on the same page for once, and then you two.
Extended editions, of course, Kristen.
Yes, of course. Now, I also have a fun fact that Jake is going to appreciate, and I did not know, because we all know that I do not do like the whole superhero thing of it all.
Oh boy!
But I had to bring this up for Jake that Superman and Flash actually had several foot races.
Yes.
And like, why would they like agree to a foot race? They actually had several foot races. The first one being in 1967, issue 199. So.
Wow.
Chris, you even know the year.
I do. I'm so proud of myself.
That
was all for Jake. That was all for Jake because I definitely didn't have that one in my brain.
Yeah,
definitely not.
You did like research and stuff. I'm so proud of you.
I did because I was like I remember watching this and I again still never been a superhero person, but like watching this for the first time, I'm like pretty confident that they've had no, and then when in preparation for this episode, knowing that Jake loves the superheroes and things of it all, I did look this up that I was correct. They have had foot races, several of them, the first one being all there. So I have the issue and the year for you, Jake. You're welcome.
Perfect. Thank you. I did have one more thing from our friend Brandon Grumet. He wanted to give a three sentence review of this episode for us, but I'm not really sure what he was thinking for some of it because I think he accidentally gave us something from the last episode. He said the boys are camping. Perfect. They did go camping. Mikhail is insane and fun as always. Mikhail was in last episode, so I don't know.
And I mean, he was insane.
Mikhail be dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Brandon.
And then top 10 ending for entire series, no cap. I can probably agree. This was a pretty crazy ending. So we'll get to
great ending.
Yeah, fantastic. But let's get into the opening. Yeah. Okay, let's get into this opening because I still watch this and still can't recover because this is the most traumatic thing they've ever put in my screen ever. Because we get them starting off in the jungle. We're like, okay, what are we doing? Like, we didn't have any lead up to this. This is new for Lost to be like, why are they out in the jungle all of a sudden? And they're of course arguing about Flash and Superman. And Charlie steps on a tripwire, lifts his foot, and is shot in the neck with an arrow. Okay, what are we doing? And of course, Charlie dies right there in their arms. And I was screaming at my TV, no, what are you doing? Oh my God, tears streaming down my face. This is horrible. And then Lost did the whole big dupe of, just kidding. It was
JK.
Not cool. But Jake, I want to come to you first because obviously this ends up being a Flash that he has a vision. But what were your thoughts seeing that for the first time? Were you like, oh my God, they just killed Charlie?
Yeah, I thought, wow, they really just killed Charlie off like that. I was shocked that they let that happen. Because I'm like, as soon as he got shot in the neck, I'm like, well, that was
Jack's not fixing that.
Yeah, he's dead.
Jack's not fixing that with his like the wood chopper from Michael's Raft, right? This is not going to end well.
Yeah, so I was definitely shocked, and then they went back, and I'm like, oh, okay, thankfully Charlie is still alive.
Yeah,
they really pulled a switcher out. Like, but I think Lost at this point has gained such a reputation with the audience that people can die. Like, no one saw Ana Lucia and Libby die, and that came out of complete left field. We've been building up to, hey, no matter what I try to do, you're gonna die, brother, or whatever he says. So Charlie, when it happens,
you're gonna die, Charlie.
You're gonna die. like, yeah, you kind of, for a split second, you kind of buy it. And it's so brutal. It's such a brutal image, like the arrow in the neck and like the blood. It's horrible. But luckily, Charlie's okay. For now.
Yes, thankfully for now. Yes, Charlie's okay. But
I remember thinking it was going to be like the episode was going to be kind of like Nikki and Paulo, like
yeah,
like the end of the episode is going to be re-showing that, and like how did we get to here? Like that was my immediate thought. I feel like I was probably sitting on the couch with my roommate at the time, like, what is going on?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say too, Kevin. Is I remember like immediately I'm like losing my mind because like we all know how we felt when Charlie was hanging by a tree. Okay, so now we're like, this is just horrible.
I love Charlie.
We love Charlie. Like this is just horrible. But then when we get this vision, that was initially my like I went right there too when I'm watching this for the first time of like, oh god, like they're just gonna tell me how he dies and I have to watch this lead up. Like this is gonna be terrible. So yeah, this was definitely a way to start the episode. Like again, like can you imagine this is on like primetime TV?
But like this also holds up really well on a rewatch because you know it's coming and you're waiting for it. Like you're like, stop, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. And then it just keeps like dragging just that little bit of like he steps on it and he looks down and he's like, what's that? And like it's a like they did it really well.
They did.
It's not a fake out anymore, but it is a panic.
Even on a rewatch, even when you know that he's okay, like it doesn't mean you don't feel the emotion of it. Like we all knew when we were watching, with the exception of Jake, that Charlie was okay from the hanging incident, but we were all it's still an emotional experience because it's so well done. It's like, again, that kind of shock factor, and you're in it even if you do know, like, he's okay. He's not going to get shot with an arrow.
Yeah,
I do. Oh, go ahead, Jake.
I was just gonna say it reminded me because I saw then like they start showing like the little flashes from Desmond and it does show like the hanging as they're showing Charlie, so it's like, oh, it's showing back when Charlie was hanged, sort of thing. But obviously that's not who's hanging. It's flash forward to what we get at the end of the episode. But I found that interesting that they kind of probably made the parallels that Charlie was hanging from a tree.
Yeah. The other thing, here's what's so funny is what Michael's saying here too is like, yes, the emotion is so raw and real, especially when we're really connected with these characters. Like I've rewatched Lost a million times. I still cry every time Charlie's hanging by the tree because that emotion is so real. Like even like tonight, like just watching this is like, oh my gosh, Charlie, like I hate that they even like tried to stick you with an arrow in the neck. Like it's so crazy. Like I even just came across another like people rewatching Lost and they got to that episode and they're like bawling. I'm like, yes, this is what Lost is so great about, of getting you really emotional. So yes,
I watch a lot of Lost reactions. I love like just going to the big shocking moments and just watching like those 10 seconds of just seeing people freak out. Love it.
Love it. It's great. This is what we get with Jake. It's so fun. But yes, no, as we've all said, this is a vision. There are pieces to this vision, also blooper continuity error. They do show Charlie at the parachute part, which is happening at the end. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's okay. But yeah. Again, go back and watch it. Yeah, guys,
I didn't even notice.
I thought I noticed that. I was like.
It's cute, but like, I mean, but if you're Jake or you're watching this for the first time, you're so invested. They just shot Charlie in the neck, and now you're getting flashes. You're like not thinking of that. But yes, but Desmond, he realizes, okay, there's pieces here. I don't know what's happening, but there is somebody. I'm getting something. I'm getting pictures and all these things. So he goes to Hurley, and he's like, hey, I need you to tell me where the cable is. And this, like Michael brought up, we haven't talked about this cable since season 1. So this is kind of
episode
like
9.
Yeah.
Episode 9, season 1, and we're back.
Mm-hmm. No, but I love that Hurley's like, what you mean? What do you need with the cable? What's going on?
It's like my favorite because Hurley's like classic Hurley. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, don't know nothing. When like he clearly does, but also like Desmond has seen the vision. Like
right.
Hurley's picking it up in the vision. He's like, I don't have time for this.
Right.
Well, he said we don't have cable on this island.
Right. Right. But he brings up that someone is coming, which is like, this is insane. What do you mean someone's coming? I remember watching this for the first time being like, what? What do you mean? Like, Jake, I loved when we were watching. You're like another plane crash. Like, what's happening here? But yeah, I mean, this also is, we're gonna obviously get a Desmond episode because we do go into the first flashback where he is sitting in a room by himself with very little things. He's reading a Bible, and he comes in and they're like, "You've been doing this vow of silence. Sometimes we give people that we trust a little bit and think they're going to be okay a week here, but we didn't know about you, and we gave you a month, and you passed the test. So here you go. You are now a monk." And we're like, "Desmond, a monk? Where? We didn't know this was happening."
Right.
So, like, that one blew my mind because I was like, "What?"
Can I be honest? I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I hate this flashback. I don't think this fits Desmond's character at all. It feels like a very on the nose, deliberate choice to just come up with a reason why Desmond calls people brother. Other than just a thing that people do. Like, I call people brother, it's fine. But I don't see it as Desmond. It doesn't fit for me.
There are two things about it that I like that I mean are both coming up, but like one is like the meeting Penny, but the other, because like what a chance meeting, like how else would your paths have crossed? Then the other is when he says that he doesn't remember anything and he just woke up. I feel like that's probably one of the first time he's having like the flashes that we see him having now, right? Like that we saw in what Flashes Before Your Eyes, where like remember how he was like having the deja vu of being in the bar, right? That like this is the first time that something like that is happening to him, and so like he doesn't remember it. He doesn't like. I like that kind of like piece of something. So I understand what you're saying, but there's two things about it that I'm like, I think this works for those two reasons.
I will clarify, like it's a weird thing, but I don't dislike the flashback. I actually think the flashback story is really fun. I don't think it's necessarily Desmond. I enjoy the episode, I enjoy the flashback, but it's never really felt like something Desmond would have gone and done to me. It just doesn't feel like him. Like, I still enjoy it, but it just doesn't feel like in character to me.
I agree with that. Like, that is one of my biggest pet peeves, but I do love that later on in the episode, like, we get where she's like, we dated for 6 years and like you've never even had like anything, you know? So it is on point for this to not be Desmond at all. But I feel like, and obviously we see that we'll get there, but like he's not a monk for very long. But yeah, no, it's definitely, I remember watching this and then that was our first part of the flashback and it's like, he's a monk and I'm like, what? Why? Where are we going with this? But leading back to the beach here, this is again prime perfect Hurley, like chef's kiss of Desmond coming up to Jack and saying, "I need the first aid kit," out of nowhere. "I sprained my ankle." He walked up completely fine, totally
and
fine.
walked away completely fine.
But he says he sprained his ankle, and Jack's like, "Do you want me to take a look at it?" And he's like, "Bro, I like patched you up. What are you talking about?" But Hurley's standing there like.
Hurley is again just so bad at any sort of lie, any level of lie. He just can't.
It just always brings you back to like, again, first.
He's not even lying. He just needs to stand there and be normal. Just stand there and be normal, and he can't even do that.
Can't even do that. But again,
Jack's just distracted by the little love triangle that he's got going on.
That he's got caught in.
It turned into like a whole square, a whole
quadrangle. Yeah.
No, I think it's something though to be here with Hurley though, to like this isn't just like a one and done. They've made this Hurley's character. Like season 1, when he finds out about Kate, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go, like see you later." Like it's just constantly every time that Hurley's not supposed to be doing something, like you can see it's written all over his face. And I love that they've kept this with his character. So it's one of my favorite things with that. But yes, he says, "I need the first aid kit," and he's like, "Bring it back," and he's like, "Sure." Maybe. But Hurley wants to know what's going on because he's like, "Why are we needing a first aid kit? Somebody gonna get hurt? What's going on? Is it me?" And he's like, "Dude, stop. Like, I didn't envision you dying a million times. It has nothing to do with you. It's just a precaution." He's like, "Absolutely not. I need all the details." But he brings up that he doesn't really have all the details because we saw bits and pieces. He brings this up. I love how he describes this to Hurley. He's like, "It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and I don't have the box, so I don't even know what the puzzle is of. I just know there's pieces." And I thought that was a brilliant way for them to describe this to like us as the viewers, to Hurley. And I just was like, that's kind of, I would envision what his his visions are about, because he's talked about this before, that he's told that with Hurley, Charlie, like, I don't exactly know. I just know, like, okay, there was lightning. You know what I mean? So he's always getting pieces. So this was a really great way, I thought, that they used to describe this.
And this is the first time we've seen from Desmond's perspective of what it is that Desmond's experiencing. Like, it's not some complete thing. It's these random flashes of things that are completely disconnected that he doesn't really know. So I really like that they showed us what Desmond is experiencing. And I just love that Hurley's just kind of accepting it and on board with it, even if he's a bit scared.
Yeah. But we also get Desmond saying here that he does not want to change this outcome. He does not want to change it at all. Like, we are not changing anything, which from our opening, we're like, Desmond, no. Like, we're going to...
You better change something, Desmond. Yeah. You better change something.
We need you to change something. But with that, we also get in between this like whole mission that they're getting ready to embark on. We get a moment with Sawyer and Kate. I love this moment. He's so infatuated, but tries to be the cool, like, I don't love you kind of moment. Like, I'm the bad boy. But he obviously walks into her tent. She's changing. Happy day for all of you men out there, minus Kevin. But with that,
I was like, for a second, she had on like a nude colored bra, and I was like, you better not be doing that to Evangeline. You better have her in clothing right now. Like, that was my reaction.
Not completely topless.
Right. Also, like, don't make her stand there topless on set.
They also have this like banter going back and forth, and she's like, my eyes are up here. Again, I love these. Like, he's like
hilarious.
Deadlocked. But he's so cute. Like, he's like, did you tell the doc? She's like, no, I didn't. But he saw us.
About that.
And then, of course, Sawyer goes and calls them all perverts because they're sitting there watching.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can see it.
But I do like, because we also know that like Sawyer and Jack have come a very long way, and we're going to get a little bit more of this later on in the episode, which I think is so adorable. But like, they've now they're friends, right? And we know that he and Kate have had something, Sawyer and Kate have had something. So it's like, he's like, how are we going about this with Jack? Are we telling him? Does he know where are we at? But also, I am throwing this out there because this part makes me laugh. He says, how about an afternoon delight? Absolutely hilarious moment of this, because I go back to, if anybody has ever watched Glee, there is a girl on Glee that she was the therapist. She was very much a virgin. She was very like pure. And she's talking there. It's a whole episode about abstinence and how the teens should not be having sex. They're not prepared for it. And she sings the song Afternoon Delight, thinking it's about a picnic. And it makes me laugh every time he talks about the Afternoon Delight, because I'm like, oh my gosh, the song, and you just want to start singing it. But no, that song is not about a picnic. It is about...
That song is not about a picnic.
It's definitely not.
Well, we also have to mention the most iconic use of Afternoon Delight in Anchorman. They all sing Afternoon Delight. That is, right. Whenever I hear Afternoon Delight, I just think of Anchorman.
Yeah, no, it's been used a couple times, but I just love it because that is like, a lot of people know that song is, it's a very much sex song. And
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I like that he used that terminology of the Afternoon Delight. But moving on, back to our whole escapade that we have going on. Desmond and Hurley are... This is another part, like, guys, stop being creepers in the bushes just staring down Jin. Like, can you imagine if Jin looked up and he's like, what is wrong with them? Why are they stalking me? It's so weird. But they're trying to figure out, he's like, why do we need Jin? And he's like, he was in the vision, I don't know, but like, he has to be there. How are we going to get Jin to do it? I love that Michael brought up. He's like, Jin just says yes. Just go ask him. But Hurley's like, got it. Got a plan. And we get to this moment where Jin, again, we know he's starting to learn English. And he's like, camping? I love it so much. It's so innocent and cute. We love Jin. And we haven't had much of Jin lately. So I love that he's included in this group.
I just love, again, going back to season 1, we've talked so much about character growth. Just the fact that Jin does not understand. He knows a bit of English, but he doesn't understand all of Hurley's, explanation of, hey, this is what we're going to go do. He kind of picks up on one word of camp, and he's just like, yeah, why not? I'm down for it. Let's go.
We just love Jin though that he also never thinks of anything bad. Like when he's signing up with Bernard and he's like, you have no idea what you just signed up for. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm smiling, but he's like hauling rocks. Like, and Jin's just like, okay, whatever.
Jin's
he never
so
like
happy now.
questions it.
Yeah.
What
And
Jake?
the van adventure, like he's just down for it.
Yeah, I said Jin's so happy now.
He is. I know. It is like, again, the character growth that we're getting from a lot of these characters. But he is very excited to go camping, and Hurley's like, everybody loves a good marshmallow, and Desmond's like, great, cool, you guys get all the stuff, I'll be back. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, we need one more. Well, that one more is Charlie. Desmond, you could have left him behind. Like, let's not do this to ourselves, please. Let's not and say we did. But no, he's convincing Charlie here, and Charlie's like, I am not going with you. Absolutely not. I'm going
with good reason.
Right. He's like, you've been telling me I'm gonna die. I'm not going with you. And he's like, no, you're not gonna die. And we're all sitting there like, Desmond, you asshole. Like, at least give the man like a heads up. Like, this is crap.
Well, next up,
Yes. But yes, so he lies to Charlie and tells him, nope, I just need you there. You're part of the vision. Nothing happens to you. All good. And he's like, oh, okay. I love that Charlie gives up so freely too. He's just like, okay. And he's like so cute about it. He's like, you had me worried for a second. Yes, we're all worried. Stop. Don't go.
Yes, now you have all of us worried.
Go hang out with Claire. Please, for the love of God, go hang out with Claire. But they do take off on this little excursion, and they get to the part where Hurley's like, the wire's right here. And Desmond's like, there's no wire. Like, we're on a beach. Like, look around. Like, he's like giving up so much on Hurley. He's like, you're obviously wrong. And then Jen's like, just kidding. Hi, it's over here. Can you imagine Jen again has zero idea that what he signed up for, and now he's found this? Like, he didn't know that there was a wire. He didn't know about the wire that Hurley followed into. He was not with that at that moment. So, like, he's just like, look at this.
I do love though the desperation of Desmond. Like, from Desmond's perspective, like the love of his life is imminently arriving on the island, and he has no patience. He is just, I have to get a Penny. So everything's frustrating to him because he's so tunnel visioned on Penny is coming. I gotta get to her.
Yeah. No, for most certainly. I love that obviously he's not giving them everything, and he is tunnel visioned. Like, Hurley's just like, I know it's around here. Jin's finding a cable for the first time, going like, what's this? This is fun. And Little has no idea what's happening. But they also bring up that they're not going into the jungle. We have Hurley bringing up the death traps that we know that Charlie's about to get and taken out of. But he's like, no, all my stuff happened at night, so I guess we're going to camp here. Like, thanks, Desmond. Like, it's sure. What does it matter? But we get into our second flashback where they are working on the wine that should not exist because this is Scotland, but they are labeling them. They're talking about all the things that they've done and how like expensive it is, all these things. And out of nowhere, Desmond gets punched out. No, nothing. No.
I love when the guy does it and then looks at the monk and goes,
right. So sorry. But there's zero context to this. I mean, Jake, obviously we're going to get the story later, but was there anything that you had like in your thoughts of what this guy was punching him out for?
I had no idea. I didn't know if the guy was like mad at Desmond for like, I really don't know. I guess part of me was like, is it from like the bar fight or the bar scene or whatever? I don't know. Like, but I guess we'll wait. That wouldn't have happened by this point. I don't know. I have no idea what was going through my head when like what I thought happened. But
I mean, also, like at this point, you don't really know the timeline. Like, could this be something he did after Penny of like, oh, I've lost the love of my life, I'm going to become a monk. Right. It's only like when it all comes together that you piece that together. Mm-hmm. So it's like tough to work out where exactly in the timeline of Desmond are we right now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was watching this first time, I was just like you, Jake. I was like, this is so random.
Yeah.
Like, because again, the guy he just comes in and punches him and then leaves. Like, I was like, wait, we're not gonna get any more. Like, mm-hmm. It was kind of a completely random place thing. So I just didn't know if you had any thoughts on that, Kevin. Looks like you.
No, I was just gonna say, I kind of dismissed it as like, I mean, this is a guy who we know gets drunk, loses his place in time. He probably pissed somebody off at some point. Like he just, that could be
one random spot. We do get back to the beach here with Kate having some oatmeal. Jack approaches. Hey, Jack, enjoy the oatmeal. He's like, great. And she brings up, which is going to clue in Sawyer later, that she's like, it's crazy being back. Like, we don't have anything crazy to do. We don't have to go into the jungle. Also, I'm like sore spot here, Kate, because you weren't supposed to go trekking into the jungle, causing all these things. That is why Jack is here. But I mean, whatever. That's fine. That's choice words for you that night. But Jack is like, Kay, have a great night. And she's like, Kay, I'm going to go wash dishes in the ocean. And aren't you going to join me? Oh, no, you're walking off. Okay, great. As she notices that he goes and joins Juliet. Well, we got a little jealousy action going on here. Why are we jealous when you have Sawyer right there? But, you know, she
doesn't want to marry Sawyer. She likes Sawyer. She doesn't want to marry Sawyer.
Listen, I would do all the things with Sawyer. We already know this.
Just like Hurley's mother, Kate has needs. It doesn't mean that that's who she's meant to be with, but she's got needs.
In Fuck, Marry, Kill, she fucks Sawyer, but she marries Jack.
100%.
I would do all of them but the kill part with Sawyer, so it's fine. But of course, because she's jealous and all sad and pissy, she goes and jumps my man. Rude, Kate. That's mine.
I don't think Sawyer was complaining. I don't think Sawyer.
Yeah,
he was definitely not complaining. He was definitely not complaining. And
I think there's only one person complaining. Her name begins with K and ends with Riston Parsons.
With that being said, I do have to envision myself on Kate's body the entire time because I can't get over it.
Jake, I'm gonna need that edit somewhere. I'm gonna need Kristen's face on Kate's body somewhere.
Perfect.
In the edit.
It'll be the hottest I've ever looked. It'll be the hottest I've ever looked. I love it.
I will say, like, I actually think Kate's really cute this episode. Like, I really like her interactions with Jack. It's nice to see them again. Like Jack jokes about, like, I'm sure there'll be another disaster on the horizon, but I like seeing them in peacetime, as it were, and just enjoying themselves. And she's quite playful with him. I really like Kate this episode. And why not? Why? Like, you've got nothing else to do. Go have sex with Sawyer. Why not?
I mean,
I'm not judging.
Sure, Sawyer would be busy, but I'm not. So, anyway, moving on. My favorite part of this entire episode is the boys at the camp and Jin telling ghost stories. It is my absolute favorite.
Jin telling Korean ghost stories and scaring Hurley when Hurley has no idea what he's saying is so good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And he's so invested. He's like this, and then he like scared. He's like, He has no idea what he just said.
So funny. And then Hurley tries to like piece together what the story was. It's so funny. Jin is just the cutest. I can't bear it. He's so lovely.
Yeah, no, I love it's one of my favorite moments ever. But so then of course we have Hurley he wants to tell his ghost story about the Chupacabra. Terrifying. Like, let's not get into that because that is absolutely terrifying. And if you've never seen the Unsolved Mysteries episode of that, don't do it because it's even more terrifying when you watch it. Anyway, moving on. Don't look at me like that.
Isn't that not a real thing?
It's not real.
It's not a real thing, but if you watch the Unsolved Mysteries episode, you're going to think it's a real thing.
Oh, do you believe in Bigfoot?
No, I do not. But I'm just saying, watch the Unsolved Mysteries episode and it's terrifying. But moving on. Do not believe in chupacabras, but that Unsolved Mystery episode is very scary.
This is the precursor to Kristen letting us know that she thinks she saw the chupacabra.
No, I did not see any chupacabra, I promise. I don't believe in them, but the Unsolved Mysteries thing will still haunt me forever.
Kristen's the star of the next Unsolved Mysteries episode.
Yes. But we do have Charlie seeing that Desmond is not with the group. He's kind of hanging out, so he goes and brings him dinner. He is like, who's that? Because he's obviously holding the picture that he's cherished for all these years. And he's like, it's my girl. It's Penny. And I love that Charlie's being such like a bro here. He's like, not bad. Thank you, I guess. But he starts to talk to him about Penny, and they're having this moment. And all of a sudden, we hear something on the horizon. All of us watching Jake in this moment to see if he's picking this up. We're like, Jake, what is this? But we are hearing a helicopter, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's a helicopter, we'll rescue. Jin's so excited. He's like, he learned the word rescue, and he's like, yay. And then all of a sudden they start hearing mechanical issues with this helicopter. It's like screeching and all kinds of weirdness. I also love that they're like, is that what a helicopter is supposed to sound like? And Desmond's like, no, that was not part of my jigsaw puzzle here. And we see the helicopter crash in the ocean. And then Desmond is just beside himself, and they're all like, we have to get out there. And Charlie's like, nope, I don't swim. I'm not doing any of the things. Great. Like, not happening.
You just told me I was supposed to drown a few days ago.
Yeah.
Right. He has zero desire to go out into the ocean in the pitch black of night. But then all of a sudden, Jin notices a flicker of light. We had seen that somebody has ejected, but of course it's a helicopter. You can't eject yourself as all of the conversations are happening with this group. But somebody has somehow come out of this helicopter and
just out the side. I didn't understand the confusion about this from the characters. They obviously just jumped out the side.
Because they
you can't shoot up.
Right.
But
Yeah. They used the word ejected, which is what got the whole thing going.
Yeah.
But anyway, now Desmond has a glimmer of hope back in his eye here. And he's like, okay, let's grab up our stuff. Time to go. Charlie's like, no. Nope, not doing it. And he pulled like the move of like, if you want me there so badly, we'll leave in 2 hours when it's sunlight. And he's like, okay, crap, I kind of need you to take the arrow to the neck. So, yep, all right, cool. We'll leave in a couple hours.
Like, fine.
I guess I'll wait for you to die. That's so bad. It's so bad.
Like Jake, like a helicopter arriving at the island is a pretty seismic event. Like, what were your thoughts on the helicopter and the ejection?
Yeah, because I definitely was like, oh, it's an airplane at first at the beginning of the episode, like we touched on. Then all of a sudden I heard the helicopter noises, the whirring, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a helicopter. And then I was kind of confused at first because then I definitely saw like the helicopter landed in the ocean, and then they're saying, oh, we got to go find. I didn't realize, I didn't see the light, I guess, go over that way in the jungle, but yeah, I was definitely interested to see what this meant. And then, we find out that, Desmond believes Penny is supposed to land there. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a great reunion for them, which, as we'll come to find out, is not exactly what happens.
Just kidding.
And he's changed.
JK.
With that though, we do lead back into this next flashback with Desmond arriving to the house, and then the guy that just punched him answers the door. Desmond, what are you doing here? This seems very ballsy of you. You just probably got your nose broke by this dude. But as they about to have another interaction, a girl approaches and she says, leave him alone. What are you doing here? And then they have this conversation. We find out that she was his fiance. He broke up with her a week before the wedding, bro.
Left her. Just up and left her. Didn't break up with her. Didn't
say we're breaking up.
I got cold feet, I'm getting nervous. I don't think this is the best idea. None of that. Just.
Yeah.
What was the character's name?
The girl, her name's Ruth.
Yeah, I think it was pretty ruthless of him.
Oh, so painful.
Thank you. Sorry.
You'll be here every week.
Oh.
God, it was so bad. Anyway, moving on. Yes, he did horribly.
Good joke.
I thought it was good.
Your definition of a good joke and mine are very different things sometimes, friend.
Shut up, old man.
See, that was a good one.
Oh, God.
Kevin getting disrespected by the youth.
The youth.
Youth.
Hey, you're the second youngest on this podcast, so
Second
What are you
youngest.
talking about?
Look at me go.
I am 19 years old. But with that, we've heard this conversation. she's like, you've left me, you've disappeared, like whatever. And she's like, and now you're a monk? Like, what are you doing? He's like, I had a calling. I got drunk. Don't know how I ended up in the street. A monk saved me, and I knew I had to go with him. And so, like, that's where I've been. And she's like, we were together forever. And this is like, I love that she even throws it. And she's like, glad it wasn't a sheep, or you'd be a freaking sheep right now. Like,
oh, that's a real good line. That's a real good line.
Good.
Like, and it is proof though, again, like of this moment with like, this isn't anything where we've all said, and this is why I was with Michael, like, this is so against who Desmond would be as a monk and stuff. Like, but I do love that they threw this in there that, yeah, why are you a monk? This is stupid. But yeah, no, her calling that out. And he's just like, I'm sorry. And she's like, take your sorry and shove it. You're a coward. You're scared, which we've had this conversation with Desmond. People have called him this several times. So this is now we're back on track with Desmond.
Right. Like, this is where it like, yes, this does seem off for Desmond, but like, what if he like had a vision without realizing it, and like he went with this monk because that's what happened in the vision, right? Like, that's kind of what my take on it is, and why, yes, it doesn't seem very much within his character, but like maybe that's why.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And also, like, it is commendable of Desmond. Like, he didn't have to go explain. Like, I don't think he expected anything other than the door being shoved in his face. But it is good of him to at least, like, go give her closure in some regard. Like, she's been left a week before the wedding with no explanation of where the hell this guy went. At least he gave her something. It's still like shitty behavior. Like, shame on you, Des. But like,
heinous behavior.
It's good of him to have at least explained why that happened. Heinous behavior, yes.
But also, I don't know if he actually was going to do this until he got punched in the nose. Like,
I mean, I think.
Oh yeah, remember that girl?
He was just in the monastery. He was just with the monks. Like, he didn't have a plan. He was
like,
just.
Yeah, he did not. I feel like this was him being like, oh, I guess they're all still mad. I guess I should go say sorry.
So this
like,
was.
This seemed like a very much an afterthought.
Okay, I should now go. Like, they know that I'm alive. I should go, and I should say something to her, right? Like, but yeah, I don't think he had a plan to tell or not tell her up until then. I think he was just like, I knew that I was supposed to go with the monk, so I went with the monk.
The brother knocked some sense into him. It was great. But with that, going back to the beach here, another one of my favorite parts of this entire episode is we have Jack and Juliet. They're being very cute here. But what's even cuter is my man walking up and being like, y'all talking about your favorite other? Adorable, hilarious, spot
That's
on.
a funny line.
Spot on. But he has a question for the doc. He lets him know that there's been some developments and we need to have a chat. And Jack is like already like on the defense. Like, do you notice that he like is like, what is it, Sawyer? Like, he's like ready to fight Sawyer, and Sawyer's like, how's your backhand? And pulls out the paddles for ping pong. And this is so very subtle, but like it's so cute. Is Juliet behind Jack and her face just like starting to smile, like, oh, the bros are broing out. So cute. She's like, this is adorable. But they do go play ping pong on the beach, and Sawyer puts a lot together because he brings up, just like Kate did the night before, it's crazy that we're back here. We're playing ping pong on the beach. We're not fighting anybody. And he's like, Kate told me that last night, right before, I saw her in the kitchen, before I went and hung out with Juliet. And he goes, oh, that's why I got the sex. She was mad. Cool. Not going to be upset about it, but like, okay, he's a little upset. You can tell. He's definitely a little bit upset.
He's a little miffed. It's fine.
He is. Most definitely.
I'm surprised Sawyer cares.
He loves her.
Like, yeah, I guess, but like, I
feel like in Fuck, Marry, Kill, he marries Kate, but Kate only fucks him.
Yeah,
that's what
I thought he'd be okay with like a casual friends with benefits kind of thing, but
I think he would have if he was anybody else.
Apparently, he's more like of a, I don't know.
You think he's not like
than I thought he was.
You think he's not a little needy deep down?
Seems like it. He needs to grow up.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna ignore that horrible hand. But anyway, we do have our whole excursion heading off now. They're like, what's next? And he's like, I don't know. That's great, Desmond. This was your whole plan. What do you mean you don't know what's next? And they get to this moment where, again, hilariousness of Hurley, like, I'm going to have a coronary. And he's like, actually, you're not. I can see things. You're not. You're good. But they do notice a backpack. First, I'm sorry, they notice a hula doll, but then they notice the backpack. But again, Hurley's like trying to catch his breath and save his life because he's pretty much thinking he's going to die. And Desmond doesn't care and climbs on his back. Like, so rude. But again, this is pointing out that Desmond is tunnel visioned out here right now. But they pull out a lot of things, which include a satellite phone. This is huge. Like, this is huge.
You heard me in the episode. I was like, get that to Saeed. Get that to Saeed right now. He will find a way to charge it.
Yeah.
He
But
will
also
dial something up.
Charlie in this one, he's like, oh, it's dead. And Charlie's like, of course it is. Like,
Yeah. Also, there's a foreign Catch-22 book. I don't know what language it's in, but it's the book of Catch-22. Obviously, the episode's named Catch-22.
Correct.
Also, like, have we discussed, people know the saying Catch-22, right? But essentially, it's an unwinnable situation, and that's what Desmond finds himself in this episode. So, good on the nose, Lost.
For sure. But in said book, he opens it to find a picture of himself and Penny.
Ooh.
What? Craziness. Jake, what were your thoughts running through here?
Oh boy. I mean, it definitely seemed like she was leaving, like, I guess, a paper trail for Desmond to be like, I'm here now. Like, I've been looking for you. That definitely was my initial thought. Again, really was not expecting us to get the ending we did. Because I definitely thought that it was leading us to see Desmond reunite with Penny.
Yes, which
I mean, even though it's not Penny at the end, like, that picture's still there.
Right.
Like, that's still crazy. Like, why is Desmond and Penny in that book?
Yeah, right. Like, even someone gave that picture to this person, presumably to find Desmond, be like, you need to find this person.
right?
Like, why else would you have it?
Most definitely. Yeah, it definitely does start bringing up a lot of questions. Because, I mean, at this point in the episode, we're all with Jake. We're convinced that we're about to find Penny here in a little bit. Like,
I thought we were going to find Penny. So, like, I was so convinced of it. I was like, oh, and Penny's also a helicopter pilot? Well, I guess not a very good one. That's why she crashed. That's me, the whole episode.
yeah, for
in
sure.
2007.
You had to think about it.
Whatever year it was at this point.
Whatever year it was. Listen, I've been nice to Kate this entire episode, but I'm going to say something not so nice.
Have you?
Yes, as nice as I could possibly be, okay, for her sleeping with my man. But we are going to get to this moment that she's rinsing off her sweaty neck in their drinking water. Gross, girl. Gross. It's disgusting. But nevertheless, my man
I'd
still...
drink Kate's sweaty neck water. I don't care.
Well, nevertheless, my man walks up and doesn't care because he shows up adorably with a mixtape because that was the joke that they brought up. Like, it was so
cute.
You need a mixtape?
Because he marries her. She just doesn't marry him.
With that, he also confronts her like, know why you jumped me last night? You're mad at Jack. And she's like, shut up, Spider. I mean, it's true, but shut up.
The jealousy.
Yeah. This is obviously, like, again, Kate's jealous of Juliet. Now Sawyer's jealous of Jack. This is a whole mess. This is a whole mess that definitely does not need to be on an island right now.
Right, this needs to be filmed for Maury. This needs to be on Jerry Springer. Like, they need to get that camera crew out to this island.
For sure. But also we get back to our little excursion group, and Charlie asks Desmond, why wouldn't I come? Like, he's talking about all these things. We know why, and he's going to find out soon. But we have this moment where he is starting to question, like, why wouldn't I come? Which leads us back to Desmond is now drinking the said wine. He is definitely not doing his monthly duties here. And because of the reason why, he is now fired. No more monk.
Oops.
Bad Desmond, you are now fired from being a monk. Whoopsie. I mean, but he's like, also, do we love the point where he's like deep shit into this wine and then he hands the wine bottle to the head monk, like, you gotta have a drink with me, and the guy just like moves it away. Subtle thing. But that was like pretty much the extent of that like 2-minute flashback, because now we're gonna get into the ending of this episode, which is getting to get intense. They do bring up asking questions about Penny, like, Desmond, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, but she said she was gonna, like, she once told me that with enough money and determination, you can find anybody. I don't know why, but like, obviously this person has this picture. Pretty confident it's Penny. We got to get to Penny. We got to move. She could be hurt. He is, again, full tunnel vision. And now we're getting the Flash and Superman talk. This is not good. Yeah. Not good. We are all prepared for it. We know what's about to happen.
The stress
of this, most definitely. But in this moment, we see Charlie step on the tripwire. And Desmond, we're all like, Desmond, do it.
Desmond sees the arrow.
Yes, he does see the arrow. We know that what's going through his head because he can't change anything about this. All of us are screaming at the TV like, please, Desmond, change your mind, change your mind, change your mind. And he does. He does change his mind. He does save Charlie. But what he does, which tells Charlie that he saw that, was tell him to duck as he jumps on him to save him. Also,
you see Charlie's face. Charlie is pissed.
Also, I would like to point out the fact that if you guys notice, the arrow went through the neck of the guitar.
Oh.
Fun little tidbit there. But yes, he does save Charlie. And then now they have decided they need to split up because Desmond is convinced that the person landed over here. Jen's like, no, it's over here, which, fun fact, Jen was right. Always trust Jen. But they decided to split up, and I love that, Michael, you had such a moment here where Hurley's like, I'll go with Desmond, you go with Jen, and Charlie's like, I think I'll stick with Desmond.
I'm going with Desmond.
Always stick with Desmond.
I'll stick with the guy that's like saved my life 4 times. Thank you. I don't think I'll be leaving Desmond for the rest of time. If we ever get off this island, we're living together. It'll be like 3 men and a baby with.
But he was a little bit pissed at Desmond too, though, because Desmond had said like, no, it's fine. Like you're not gonna. I didn't see your death in this vision, and now Charlie's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did, and you lied to me. So Charlie's also a little bit mad at him.
He is, yeah. He's most certainly mad, and that's where, like, when they decided to split up, he goes off on Desmond, like, why didn't you just tell me? He's like, you wouldn't have come, and he's like, well, probably not, but, like, you should have just told me. Like, it's all these moments, and he's like, this is where we get this huge moment from him, where he's like, this is pointless. I keep saving you. Maybe this is a test. I'm failing. We know that he was talking about tests with, like, in the monastery, and I've chosen to change it. Like, I've changed it every time. This is a complete waste of my time. And poor Charlie is like, I don't think it's a waste. I don't think it's a waste of time.
Disagree. It is not a waste.
It is a valid point, though. Like, can Desmond just continually save this guy's life for the rest of time? Like, this is happening regularly. Like, this is a problem. This is a big problem.
It's a massive problem. Yes. But as they're having this argument, we hear Jen and Hurley yell out, they have found the person they are hanging, which is a parallel to Charlie hanging. But they come, and we're going to get this like montage because they're not moving. And Desmond immediately is like, I'm so sorry, Penny. Like, I shouldn't have saved Charlie. And poor Charlie's like, again, thank you. Hi, I'm right here. But we are going to get into this flashback here, which is like, again, this is such a beautiful moment. But it's going to kind of be in a montage here where we're jumping back and forth in this last little bit here of Desmond saving, like going up and chopping the person down and chopping the parachute to save them. But we're going to get why this is like where the whole Penny originated. And this is him getting fired. And he says, hey, I'm leaving. Thanks for everything. Guys like, hey, great. Thanks for being a monk. We will give you a ride into town, but I need you to do something first. And that's load Penny's car full of the wine. We go
108 cases of wine.
108 cases. But when he comes around the corner and sees Penny for the first time, oh my God, the face.
Oh, when you see like the back too, and you're like, is it her? Is it her? Is it her?
It's
and then it is. And then it is.
It's like the best meet cute moment ever, too. Like, it's just so adorable. Like, because they would never have met.
And I love a strong, independent woman. So when she's like, well, if you didn't get fired, you couldn't unload this for me. Right? Like, she is like, I think you're cute.
Yeah, no,
Come with me.
I do.
There's
I do love that. Like, she laughs out loud at the idea of him being fired from being a monk. Like, I didn't know that could happen. I didn't know monks could be fired. She finds it so funny.
Yeah.
No, this is adorable, but I love that we get like the start, the origin of what Penny, because we do. I mean, I'm tearing up, and I've seen this episode so many times. Like, this is just such a good moment for them. But it also adds to the emotion of him on the island, why he's so tunnel visioned into like, I've got to save her. And as we're talking about this, we're getting this jump back and forth of them in their cute moment of meeting for the first time, him saving her from this tree. And we get her down, and Hurley goes, hey, Desmond, she's moving. And he comes, he's like, get away from her. All of that. Charlie's like, should we be? He's like, shut up, Charlie, I don't care.
Shut up, Charlie.
Earlier, like, I've got this. And he takes the helmet off, and to much of all of our surprise, it's not Penny.
It's not Penny.
But she did have the picture.
It's not Penny's parachute.
Right. But it's not Penny, but she does say something. She has one word to him, and she says, Desmond? And then we get the cliffhanger that is lost, that they like to do this for us. So this is like, Jake, I want to come to you. Do you have any thoughts on what you, like, who this person is, why this person said Desmond's name, why they have the picture? What are your thoughts on this? Because I know that I was like, I sat there going, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, my guess is maybe it's someone that worked in the Scotland National Guard, right? With him. And like I could see that being the case, or it's gonna be something else completely unrelated, like Lost tends to do, and then help us understand the connection. So it could be either one. So I remember, like, I think I said it during the reaction at some point, like maybe I said at the beginning of when we started recording, like my first thought when he opens the helmet and it's not Penny was, is it not Penny because he saved Charlie? Right? Because like if you don't follow it exactly, then that's not what happens. Like that was always my like, is it not Penny because he saved Charlie? Is that the difference? So I didn't even think about like who this person was. It was always that. It's something to think about for sure. Because Desmond does mention it to Charlie. There, doesn't he? Where he's like, I saved you something. It could change everything. So I mean, yeah, something interesting to consider.
Yeah, I mean, he thought she was dead. Like, that's what he thought, because he saved her, like, because she wasn't moving. So, yeah, it's definitely something to consider. Sorry, Michael, go ahead.
I also remember I even went further down the rabbit hole of crazy theories where I was like, has he changed the timeline? Like, is that now Penny? I remember being so, like, wrapped up in my own crazy theories of, like, Penny is now being erased, and this girl is... because he saved Charlie, this is the new Penny. And she's saying, like, Desmond. And he's like, that's not Penny. What have I done? I've got to go throttle Charlie in the corner.
I didn't take it that far. I didn't take it that far.
What Michael and I are so much alike, because that's what I did too. Like, because like where things like they're still the same timeline, but not exactly how you remembered. And so I went there
something's
too.
gone wrong.
Yeah, like this is Penny, but it's not Penny. Like, that's not Penny. And she's like, I am Penny. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's where my mind went too. So it's so funny you felt that way, Michael. Yeah, look at us.
I thought I was crazy. Turns out we're both crazy.
We're both crazy.
Right. I was going to say, you thought you were crazy, and it turns out you were correct.
But that is the end of Catch-22. So favorite, least favorite character. And I'm pretty confident that we're going to be having a new top 20.
Yeah, I'm sure too. Favorite, I'll go Desmond, just because I thought, just again, him and Penny together, it's adorable. Like, and like one of my biggest sad points was that he left Penny, like he broke up with her, and now he has the chance, like he still wants to try to make that work, I think, and find a way to find her again. And so like, I just think that that's adorable. And again, he's saving Charlie's life. Charlie owes him so much, as Michael said while we were watching. Least favorite. Oh boy. This one's tough because
this is an extremely hard one.
Yeah, there's like not really anybody that does anything negative. Like I don't recall.
I'm also struggling, Jake. I'm so glad I go last to this because
I have one.
you can't pick him. He's not in the episode, but like even the flashback characters, normally we can fall on them. But like the dude that punches him totally had the right to do so. The girlfriend had totally right. Like this is a hard one. So I'm glad that I have two other people to do this.
We could do our break glass in case of emergency turnip head.
That is your
in the episode.
The rest of us do not hate babies. It is just you.
He was not even in the episode.
You know what? I'll just pick the girl in the helicopter that's not Penny because she's not Penny. So I don't know.
I'm going to say I think for a favorite character, I'm gonna go with Penny because that scene at the end is just like so convincing to make us love her. And like I already like all the other characters on the show, so it's fine. No John Locke in this episode, so I'm gonna have to pick somebody new. No, I'm gonna go with as much as he was justified, I'm gonna go with the brother who punched Desmond because I'm a teacher, and as a teacher, I'm always trying to convince my students to use your words. And so, sir, I think you should use your words and explain what's bothering you, not to people.
Maybe he took a vow of silence too.
It didn't seem like it. It didn't seem like it.
Just saying.
Yeah, shout out to Desmond, shout out to Penny. I personally think this is by far the weakest Desmond episode we've got. Like the Live Together, Die Alone was incredible. Flashes Before Your Eyes is like mind-blowingly crazy. To me, this is I just personally think this is kind of okay with a few, really fun scenes in there. So my favorite character is going to be Jin. It is such an understated, low-key thing of just how much Jin has changed. They don't beat you over the head with it. And just the fact he's just down for the adventure. Like, he doesn't really know what's going on. We always make fun of, like, he's just along for the ride. But I think that's so sweet, where he's just like, do you want to come camping with me? And he's like, camping? Yeah. Like, why not? Like, it's so sweet. He's just the loveliest man. I absolutely adore him. And yeah, least favorite, there's not really anyone that stands out. So I got to go for my go-to, which is... No. My go-to, which is terrible accents. So, terrible Scottish accent girl, I'll go for you. It might be pretty ruthless, but I'm doing it.
Oh my god, not again. You can't do that.
My least favorite character of the episode is that joke.
Michael's pun and only.
I am so glad that you picked Jin because that leaves me open to be able to pick my man because I was going to pick Jin if he didn't get picked. So thank you for that. Now I can pick Sawyer because he's hilarious and adorable and all the things.
You're going to pick him anyway.
No, I was not. I did not know if anybody was going to pick Jin, and his ghost story, all the things were so adorably cute that I was going to pick him, but you did. So now I can pick Sawyer. Yay me. But yeah, like adorable. He brought the mixtape. He's like playing ping pong ball, like all the things. It's cute. Least favorite character again. I'm still struggling because there's not really any bad characters in this episode. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Kate because she wiped her sweatiness and their drinking water.
Say the real reason.
Well, yeah, she had sex with my man.
Because she had sex with Sawyer and because you're not Kate.
But she also wiped her grossness in their drinking water. That is disgusting.
Tristan,
sure, that's what it is.
What color is the around your name in your little box in the corner?
Oh, because I'm green with envy. Were you going to try and do another
green? It is green because jealousy is an ugly color on you.
That was not a good dad joke. That was horrible. I would have accepted more green with jealousy. You work on your dad jokes better. All right. Top episodes.
All right. Here we go with our episode rankings.
I'm curious about this
And
one.
all
I
right,
got me like thinking things now. Hold on.
top 20 overall episodes. All right, so where are we thinking of putting Catch-22?
I'm gonna put it out there. I wouldn't put it in the top 20. I'm open to people's suggestions. I don't think it's a top 20. I think Trisha Tanaka is Dead is a more fun episode.
I don't think that it's not that I don't even, it's not that I have anything against the episode. I just don't know that I like it better than, like, maybe I just don't love White Rabbit as much as Michael. So, like, maybe, but, like, even then, like, do I like it enough to, like, bump Trisha Tanaka out? Like,
Yeah, I mean, Trisha Tanaka has some really fun vibes in it. I mean, I feel like the van trip is more fun than the camping trip, because obviously the camping trip is Desmond trying to save Charlie's butt. Like, so I honestly think I'm with you and guys, and I'm probably not going to put it in the top 20 because
Kristen's like, well, I'm going to put it at number 1, so it has to average out.
No. What's crazy though is I did really not want to move it past Trisha Tanaka. I thought you guys were going to put it higher, and I was going to bump it to like 20. Like I was going to be like, I will only give it 20, guys. Like I thought you guys were going to put it higher. No, because I love the van. I love Trisha Tanaka's too much, so I did not want to do that. But I thought you guys were going to put it higher, and I was going to argue to put it at 20. So
okay.
Okay.
Like I think it's a fun episode, like for sure. Yeah. But the top 20 is so solid. Like I'm curious. Like we're going to jump into season 3 now. I'm curious where it's going to rank in that, because it is a fun episode. But what's the top episode in the top 20 of season 3?
In season 3, you got to go down, Jake.
Not in Portland.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Man from Tallahassee.
Sorry, Trisha Tanaka is Dead.
Yeah. So it has to be the new 6 or below.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah.
I would put it below the cost of living.
I'm looking at these. I'd probably agree with that. I feel like the cost of living, like that's an Echo episode. I feel like I like it more than the bottom 5 of season 3. But yeah, I just feel like the other 11 have like something big that happens. Not that this doesn't. Obviously, something big does happen, but just compared to this one, I feel like, I do feel like maybe this should be number 12 of season 3.
Yeah, I mean this is a lead-in episode, right? Like we've talked about these before. This is like a lead-in gateway episode. I mean, I would, if we wanted to argue it more, I would have, but I don't care too much to argue about it because don't play with my emotions on Charlie dying. I don't like it.
Which one is the cost of, or not cost of living? Which one is Tale of Two Cities?
Episode.
What's Tale of Two Cities?
Premiere.
Tale of Two Cities? Is that what you have?
Yeah, because I'm like, I remember what I do is Left Behind we just did. Enter 77, I remember. Tale of Two Cities, I was going to say it's the premiere, right?
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's better than any of those.
No, I don't think so.
It's not better than not every nook and cranny, John.
I mean, I would even argue, because again, like I think I would do this, but you guys, we've talked about this before. I think the reveal of Christian being Claire's dad is more powerful than this reveal of like, why is this person on the island? So I would even put it below Par Avion, but I'm happy to put it there. I'm not going to argue. That's what I was saying. I could do some arguing here, but I don't really care to because I'm fine with wherever.
Yeah, I could see argument for below Par Avion as well. Obviously, I think it's better than.
I mean, it's Par Avion also has the like Desmond, like trying to save Charlie, like like that's happening in it. Like he doesn't let Claire capture the bird, like because Charlie's gonna chase the bird, he's gonna fall into the ocean and like hit his head on the rock, right? Like so, like this is in that same like general plot line. So I think around Poor Avion is fine.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't gonna argue. If you guys want to put it under Cost of Living and above that, that's fine. I was just saying I think the Christian reveal is like crazy.
I think arrow in the neck is more interesting.
I think arrow in the
let's
neck.
Catch a pigeon.
Is he going to die? And who is in, like, who is this? Who is under the helmet?
Really fine. Like I said, I wasn't gonna argue. That was the only point I wanted to bring up about the Christian thing.
Okay, so we're putting it as the new number 12.
Yeah,
Sure.
That works.
Will anything go below Stranger in a Strange Land?
It would have to be pretty bad.
Not to tee up the rest of the season for you, Jake. I'm telling you, the answer is no.
The answer is no.
All right. That is season 3, episode 17. I'll keep saying subscribe, like, comment, share, everything until people do.
Like, comment, subscribe. Do not spoil sweet, dear, innocent Jake over here.
Yeah, please don't.
Do not do it, or I'm gonna come for you all.
Yeah. We're on the edge of people.
Kristen has a special set of skills and a lot of friends, so she will find out who you are and she will send somebody to go hurt you.
I will.
Kristen pulling out the Liam Neeson skills.
I will find you. No, just kidding.
You're Irish.
But see, also I would not because he saved Shannon. Moving on.
Shannon and Jacob.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He made it.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
I want the clip of
you brought it up.
Kristen saying, I don't ever bring her up.
You brought it up.
All of these montages of all the times.
Listen, you brought it up. You brought it up.
Not me saying Liam Neeson and then all of a sudden Shannon gets argued about.
No, it wasn't even you. It was Kevin. Kevin brought it up because he started talking about the Taken speech, which is her movie. So he brought it up. I did not. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
All right. Well, with that, yeah, we'll see you all next time for more Lost on the Tribe of Nerds.
Hello, everyone. We are here for the Tribe of Nerds After Jake spoiler section of Lost. If you've not seen Lost in its entirety, get out now. We spoil everything all the way to the end, so go away. Like, comment, subscribe on your way out, but this is your time to go, or else sucks to be you. That was enough time. Okay, let's jump in. We're sick of giving you guys time. Just go.
Go, bye.
I mean, main thing, like, we did, Michael, you thought we should bring this up to Jake. Kevin and I were like, maybe not. But Eloise Hawking, who we've seen in Desmond's other flashback here, her picture was on the main monk's desk there. So I did not want to bring it up because, like, she does play a huge part, obviously. In
that was why I was like, don't bring it up.
I
just
didn't really want Jake to be like, why are they showing her again? Is she more important? Kind of situation.
Right. I didn't want her to start thinking about how important. I didn't want him to start thinking about how important she is.
Because, like, when she shows back up.
We're supposed to think how important she is. Like that was my logic of, like, as the obsessive lunatic, I was watching the show. Like,
right, if you're an obsessive lunatic like you, then yes, you're supposed to know.
But not everybody when they're watching. I caught it on a rewatch, and I also. But see, I was also like you, Michael, that I was like pausing things. Like when we get to the whole when Jack's reading the newspaper on the plane, like I paused that and like went like slow motion frame by frame to try and get anything out of that. So I was there.
Bentham.
Yes, I was there with you on that part, but like there are times where like in a first watch, I never saw her picture over there. I was like, oh, it's a picture of some lady. Like, never put two and two together.
Didn't even see where the picture was.
It is super quick. I remember being more of a focal point, and it's like 2 frames she's in the picture. Also, it is hilarious how badly photoshopped that photo is. Yeah. It's like the monk and Eloise, like, super easily photoshopped next to each other. They never spent a second next to each other in their lives.
No, it's probably the actress's like headshot. It's probably not even like
probably. No, but yeah, we voted against it just because we didn't want Jake to be like, why are they asking me about Eloise? Like, why are we like? I remember her pulling back up and being like, oh, this chick, like, never would have thought she'd be back, kind of situation. So. But yeah, she was there, and she's going to play a huge part. Huge part in this ending.
Speaking of huge part, like, we are at the imminent arrival. It is here, the freighter. Daniel Faraday is just offshore. Eloise Hawkins' son.
Who she's going to kill.
Yeah, she's already killed. It's already
killed.
happened.
It's already happened.
She has already killed and is going to kill him. It's both at the same time.
It's messy.
Yeah, time travel. Oh, God. Like I'm so not looking forward to that because again, like I don't understand the time travel at all. It drives me absolutely nuts. But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna get through it.
Perfectly through my brain. I worry not.
No, simple.
Like literally have watched Lost a million times. I'm still not understanding this whole entire thing, but it's fine.
Well, we know like you're not all there mentally with like your opinions on Kate and Shannon. Like, of course you don't understand the time travel.
I'm 100% on point with those. Yes. No, but I mean that is coming up to. I mean, here's the thing is I love this ending of Lost. Like, because we're talking like Michael, you brought up in the like here at the end, you were like, Stranger in a Strange Land, we can tell you is going to stay where it's at because the rest of these episodes are mind-blowing.
And that's like this is like on the rewatch you're kind of like, oh yeah, like this is like kind of a weird choice by Desmond to like go live with monks. Like this is kind of weird, but like when you think back on the season as a whole, you're like, oh yeah, this is the episode where Naomi arrived.
Yeah. No, it was funny because I was like thinking about this last night. I was like, oh, I think we're at the brig, and that's such a huge, like, crazy episode. And I was like, no, we're not, because that's when Locke brings up the fact that Juliet was working, but then they find out that Juliet wasn't actually working, and they have a whole plan. And now, like, I was like, we have like 2 episodes before that. So
yeah, we still have DOC.
Yeah, and then but it's this season. The ending of season 3 for me is just like we're like so excited they're gonna get rescued, and then not Penny's boat, like all the things. But Michael, the not Penny's parachute was a good little throw in. I loved it.
I like throwing things in there that have no sense to Jake at this moment, but it's fun for those of us that have seen the show.
Yes.
Yeah, like I'd say like DOC is on the same level of this episode. Like it's really good, but it's not absolute top tier. And then from there, the rest of this season is like we're gonna get Ben's origin story like in a couple of weeks. Like, holy shit! The Charlie fake out episode, like this back half of the season. Can we just talk about as well? Sorry, I'm all over the place here. It's so clever of the Lost writers that they bring back the cable in this episode. Like, we haven't talked about it since. It's one of the long-term mysteries of the show, of this cable under the beach. They bring it back in this episode knowing that it's going to be like season finale. This is when we're going to get the answers. So they implant it back in your memories. Like, hey, remember the cable?
Right, which they didn't technically need to, because like we could have had this whole story of them finding Naomi without it, but it is like that perfect moment to be like, yeah, remember those 2 times that they found it? We're going to need this again, because remember when it went into the ocean? But also I love this too, that like Hurley, obviously finds it, and then, but like in Saeed had pulled it up enough to know that it went into the ocean, right? But then like Hurley just pulls it up and like just goes into the jungle with it. So it's like we get it again where they kind of show us both sections a little bit to get us to be like, where you're
reminder, this goes all the way into the ocean.
Yeah, which is
I don't think Jake's really clocked that it goes the other way.
Mm-mm.
Like,
no.
we all know if you go that way, it's lead to Russo's traps.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you go that way, guys?
Yeah, but I think that they do a really good job of Lost of like, okay, it's just anchored out in the ocean. Like you don't really go like, what's it anchored to? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like you don't realize, oh shit, there's a reason why there's an anchor out there. But yeah, I mean this ending. I mean, we're talking like the brig, like state of conception, DOC. That is like another gateway episode into all of this. But then you get into the brig, which Sawyer has this moment with freaking Anderson Cooper. Like, but thank God that we don't have to worry about that much longer. But then like it just leads into like we're planning a war, we're going to war, we got a freighter. Now we're at a new war over here. It's like
John Locke makes an unforgivable decision. He kills Naomi.
Sorry. The boatload of mercenaries that are coming to kill everyone on the island, and he tries to stop it. Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
The people. So Faraday and Naomi and those people were not going to hurt us.
If they just listen to Locke, Martin Keamy would never have found the island, and a lot of people wouldn't die.
Oh, I don't even want to
I wouldn't go that far because I think Martin Keamy still finds the island.
But like it's so funny to me because like when I was watching this with Kason and now knowing that we're almost to this point again, I really like forget how much of like because this freighter's here. Like now we have a whole season with the freighter situation happening. Like when you think about we're at the freighter. Okay, so then now the freighter's gonna blow up. That's gonna be a whole season, like a whole season of the freighter before it even blows up. But because you're like, oh, they're here, we're 2 episodes away. No, we're like 12. It's insane.
I think I've mentioned it before, but season 4 is my favorite season of the show. I think the fact that it is such a short season, but also by this point, we've talked so much about how tired the flashback formula has become. Like we know these characters. We're going to get like an episode from Ben, which is going to be amazing because we haven't seen Ben's backstory, but in terms of our core characters, we've seen their lives. We know who they are. It is such a smart decision to get rid of the flashbacks going forward. Season 4 is so fantastic. It's so dense. We have flash forwards, which is like a whole new level of intrigue. We have the freighter. We have new characters coming in. It's season 4 is like non-stop. It's like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Like we are now on like the express train to fantastic episodes for like from now to kind of for a very long time.
Yeah. But you know what's funny though is I will say, and this will be a complete hot take that you guys will probably be shocked by, watching like Lost is like for the first time when we were watching it, season 4 was my least favorite season. And I think it was because I was so mad that we had the writer's strike and that it was such a short, condensed. Like, I think I think I was so blinded by, like, I can't believe they're having a writer's strike. I can't believe they're ruining Lost. Do you know what I mean? That I didn't actually appreciate what season 4 was until I had rewatches later on. But, like, I'm wondering if Jake will be in that mentality of, like, because he's watching it for the first time. Or is he going to be like, wow, this is so jam-packed. Like, because the writer's strike isn't really affecting him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it affected us in real time. And I think that's what really...
I will say... Season 4 is a divisive season because it relies very heavily on how much you care about Ben.
Right.
If you don't care about Ben, season 4 is rough because it is the Benjamin Linus season.
It is. It really is.
I think I'm trying to think back of like what season I enjoyed the least while watching. I don't know.
Unpopular opinion? Well, actually, it might be popular. I think season 6 has a lot of highs, but in terms of the overall season, I think there's some real lows in there. I think season 6 for me. I love the ending, just to be clear, but
right.
Tell us in the comment. Well, no, don't tell us. Never mind. Don't tell. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I take it all back. Don't even. I didn't say it. I didn't even. Don't do it. Never mind. Don't trust it.
I think I didn't like watching 5 the most. I think because I knew 6 was the end, I was like strapped in for the ending. Right. But I think 5 was the one that I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I think I
thought 5 would be yours, Kristen, because of your time travel aversion.
No, and that is why. So here is the thing: like it's changed for me over the years, like as I've rewatched many times. And like I said, 4, I think, like I said, I feel like I did not give 4 the credit it deserved watching it live because I was so upset about this writer's strike. But like on the rewatch, 4 is such an incredible season. It is, but yeah, it's
constant and the shape of things to come.
I know.
Holy shit!
I think. Oh, and yeah, 5 is Charlotte. Like Charlotte, like
I get more chocolate. Ugh.
Right, she comes in 4 and then she dies in 5. And I remember just thinking that it was like it reminded like I don't like when shows bring in new characters just to kill off the new characters. Like
it did that quite frequently.
Like to have stakes, but like. Are there stakes? Because our favorites are never really.
The rest of the freighter crew are pretty like solid throughout the rest.
Yeah, so I remember being annoyed by that. So
we're gonna get Lapidus. I'm so excited. We're gonna get Lapidus.
This is turning into a very long spoiler. We're just like going off on a
Yeah,
whole
sorry, we're
lot of
just
things.
so excited.
But yeah, basically spoiler things for things to come. We are getting a Benjamin Linus flashback, which will get us to find out that he was not on the island this entire time, like he's been telling people. We
Anthony
have Eloise
Cooper.
talking.
I mean, he's lived basically his whole life on the island.
He was like 12, okay? He was like 12.
He's lying.
It's most of
He
his
was like
life.
He
a
loves
teenager.
Ben, but he's lying.
Yeah, he's lying.
He's embellishing.
No, he
He's
does tell people
massaging.
that he said, unlike everybody else, I was born on this island. He does actually say that. So he lied.
I mean, he was reborn on the island.
Okay, let's Lord have mercy. Anyway, moving on. So those are the recap of these spoilers. Eloise Hawking, major key opponent that is going to be in this whole ending of the whole thing. We got the freighter people. Naomi is the whole start of it. But we're also, can we get to the moment where she wakes up and tells them that they're all dead? Can't wait. Can't wait to watch Jake figure that out.
This was nightmare fuel for the Purgatory loyalist.
Oh, 100%. Now, listen, we'll fight about it later. I won't get into it. But with that, anything else we need to spoil? I think we spoiled a lot. And we just started talking about Lost, which was what we three should do.
Yeah, it's not Purgatory. Fuck yourselves.
No, they have not been dead the whole time.
Okay, ending that with that. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.